Yo, what's going on, guys? It is JD here, back with another episode of the No Money Spent Road to Glory, and today we are going to be maybe making a couple of big purchases to the squad. We've sold off Pink Diamond Shaq, so we are going to cash in on him. We're going to be looking at that Pink Diamond CP3, or Chris Paul, right there, and also the Pink Diamond Hakeem, because I think his price has come down quite a lot as well. So got that to look for. We've got the new Triple Threat offline rewards, which hopefully are going to be good. I haven't seen them yet, so fingers crossed they're actually going to be half decent. And of course, got all the comments from yesterday's video to go through as well. So let's just jump into it. Limited time event today. 2 free tokens after every unlimited win. Not bad at all, to be honest, in a 2-hour slot. If you get a lot of rage quits, you can probably get through about 6 games, so you can probably get a bonus 10 to 12 tokens, which isn't bad at all, because you got to win every game, which isn't always the easiest thing to do, but not a bad Triple Threat online event right there, or not Triple Threat, unlimited event right there. They've been doing pretty well in terms of the limited time events lately. Fingers crossed that holds up. We come over to the agenda. We've got 2 Triple Threat onlines, nothing crazy, and then 1 domination, which for 600 MT isn't bad. I do need one to couple with this one right here, so I should probably do those 2 in one game together. In terms of the monthly, haven't done anything else down here. Motivation to play this game is kind of all over the place at the moment, to be fair. I have played a few more games of Triple Threat offline. I'm up to 485 now, so definitely going to hit 500 in the next few days, maybe even tomorrow, and we'll be adding in that Pink Diamond Surge Backer. Now, it is a pretty useless card. Oh, we've got the new Triple Threat offline rewards. I completely forgot. Okay, so what on earth are 2K doing? So, fair enough, they've got the 10 tokens back there, which is good. So, they've removed all of the, I think there were 3 basketballs in there. They were only in there for 4 days. So, they've all gone. We now have 10 tokens with an all-star flash pack. Zion is still there for the 3rd Vault update. He is still there. 2,500 MT and 1 token are exactly the same as they have been for 3 or 4 Vaults now. And then they've put in a Diamond Ben Simmons when they've given out a guaranteed locker code for Diamond Ben Simmons. So I don't understand for the life of me why they've put that in there. The people who are going to be grinding out Triple Threat offline are not going to have missed a code that you can put in for an entire week. And you can even put it on your phone, so you don't even have to be on your console to actually get that code. So why on earth they've decided to do that, I have no idea. That seems very stupid. It's an untradeable card that everyone's just going to have to discard if you actually do pull it from the vault. So that is really poor. And we've got these until the 6th of March. That is, that's a long way away. It's the 18th of February today. So another couple of weeks with those prizes in the vault. I mean, realistically, the only one you want is the flash pack or the 10 tokens. And even tokens at this stage are pretty irrelevant. But 1 token, completely irrelevant. Zion, I've already got him. Obviously, if you don't already have him, then it is a good opportunity to get another one of him. But over All-Star Weekend, we've had cards that are as good, not even as good, better than Zion. They're coming out like Miles Bridges for 15k. So there's no point in stressing yourself out over not getting a card from the vault when there's better out there on the auction house. So not going to lie, that is pretty depressing. That's really not what I wanted to see today, but I guess I'll just get through those last 15 wins, and then I'll probably see me set until it updates the next time, because after I hit a backer, it's another 75 wins for 125 tokens, so that is a bit of a mission. We come down here, and what a surprise. What do you know? Moments challenges are still glitched, and the thing is, nobody's even talking about this. I tweeted out when it first happened, like last Thursday or Friday, and absolutely no one else has said anything about it or spoken about it. Nothing from the devs or anything like that, so that is really poor. And not only that, we haven't even had any new weekly challenges. These still haven't updated, and that means that the multiplayer ones still haven't updated either. So everything is just so stale with the game at the moment. For me personally, Triple Threat offline, sorry, there's no point playing it. These cards, the backer, and then obviously weigh another 500 wins, Dominique Wilkins, not even going to make my squad. Not going to make my squad. And at the vault, we've got Ben Simmons. We've got Zion Williamson. We don't need tokens. We don't need 2,500 MT. And a pack is whatever. You know, packs you can get really lucky. You can pull a Galaxy Opal, or you can pull a bronze card. Like, it is just completely all over the place. So Triple Threat offline is completely useless. Domination has been done for a long, long time. Spotlight challenges are done. Moments challenges don't exist. And Spotlight challenges, even though they're not the Spotlight, the weekly challenges, which are now pretty pointless, because the only reason I've got through all of these throughout the year is because of evoing up cards. But now there's not even any point to evoing cards now, because you can just buy better off the auction house for a fraction of the price. So that sucks. There's no point in us going 12-0 again, because we've done it once this month, and once you've done it once, there's no point in playing this game mode again. I'm going to get the same Pink Diamond that I'll have to discard. And even so, if I go 12-0, you get 20 tokens and 8,000 MT. Not really worth it at all. Multiplayer challenges haven't updated, so there's nothing to do right there. And then Triple Threat Online is about the only thing that we can actually do. So things aren't great at the moment in my team. I think it's fair to say that. All right, so as you can see, we've got 34 items in the auction house that's pending right here. So I did go ahead and, okay, so first of all, we sold Shaq 100,000 MT for Big Diesel. Pretty happy with that, to be fair. He has come down, well, over the weekend he was down a lot cheaper than that. Let's just take a look and see what he's at right now. So yeah, there's quite a few up still for 100k, so pretty happy with getting that back for him, not going to lie. He doesn't lock in for a set, so I think over time his value will come down. Steve Nash's, I now have 10 of these ready to sell as investments. Picked them all up for sort of like 12 to 14,000 MT, I think. And then we've got 10 Miles Bridges. So I was picking this card up yesterday for... let me try and remember how much I was buying him for. I think it was under 15,000 MT, to be fair. Let's take a look at what his cheapest buy now is at the moment. But again, he was just so cheap. I could not believe how cheap he is. So he's not at 15k, which is a good sign. But yeah, it was about 15,000 MT I was paying for him. So there's one there at 16 and a half. There is no way this card doesn't go up to 20k. There is absolutely no way this card doesn't go up to 20k. It's such a good card. So he's at 18,000 at MT at the moment. So I think I did pretty well getting him. And then Chauncey Billups, I got up to 20 of him. Again, just paying 3,500 MT for them. So we've got a lot of them there. And I did ping a few of them over to my auctions right here if they had a lot of MT to redeem from them. So I just got that back into the club. So yeah, we are sitting on 20 Chauncey Billups, 10 Steve Nash's, and 10 Miles Bridges for investments. And then, of course, we've got 11 diamond contracts, 6 here, and then another 5 in the auctions. And then, of course, we've got our legacy players. We've got 2 diamonds right there, and then we have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pink diamonds. So we have got a lot going on in the club at the moment, and we've still got 300k, which is insane. In terms of the legacy cards, these are not going to change in price until they update the token market, which I actually had a look at last year. So last year, they did the first update in January the 11th, which was a little bit earlier than what they did this year. But the second update came on the 26th of February, and it was a lot bigger update than the first one they did. So, fingers crossed, at the end of February, we are going to get some big stuff. But with 2k, you just never know. So we come down here to the Flash 3 set. Vince Carter still selling for about 250k. I definitely think he's going to go up. But MJ up at 400k, which is still a lot. Now, Hakeem is a card that I did want to look at. And we are definitely going to take a look at him today. So there's not many up on the auction house. So chances are these few are actually going to sell for quite a bit. So we're probably not going to be able to pick him up today. But there's loads more in the next hour or so. So I'll probably try and get him for tomorrow's video. But I sold Shaq for 100k, and comparing Shaq to Hakeem, it is literally not even a comparison. Defensively, obviously, Hakeem comes in with defensive leader, intimidator, post-move lockdown, really solid card. But then offensively, compared to Shaq, it is just day and night. Post-game is incredible. Mid-range is incredible. He's got the three-pointer at 78, so he definitely can stretch the floor. He's got the passing. Defensively and rebounding exactly the same as Shaq, pretty much. He's a little bit slower than Shaq. But I think that is fine because all of the benefits you're going to get from Hakeem on the offensive end, I think it is worth taking a little bit of a speed cut. And with that Shaq, I did take on board your guys' suggestions that the Amethyst Shaq over here isn't too dissimilar from the pink diamond. So it's not worth having 100k setting one player that, like I said, he doesn't lock in for a collection. There's no reward for these prime VIP players. So over time, these ones are just going to lose their value continually. Other players I was looking at picking up, well, obviously yesterday we went on a massive spree. So Derek Jones Jr. we picked up for 30k. Looks like he is around the same. No, looks like he's cheaper. God damn. Bam Adebayo, let's take a look. His price, he's, again, a little bit cheaper. Aaron Gordon, I paid 160. I don't want to open my eyes. He is selling for just over 100k. Okay, not great. The last one we picked up was Buddy Hield, not Donovan Mitchell, Buddy Hield over here. We paid, 80k for him. So again, he is a little bit cheaper as well. That is surprising. I did think these guys would start to go back up in price, but it is not happening just yet. So CP3 coming in at 50,000 MT. Now, we can compare him to the Steve Nash, who is obviously very good. We can compare him to Jeremy Lin, who's also very good that we use, and also Chauncey Billups, who is, I've heard some fantastic things about that card, but we'll compare him to Jeremy Lin, because Jeremy Lin is our starting point guard at the moment. So they both have full general catch and shoot and range extender at Hall of Fame levels. Chris Paul has quick draw Hall of Fame. We've got Green Machine, ankle breaker, Deadeye, Dimer, Clamps, defensive leader, quick first step, downhill contact finisher. Really, really nice badges. And he's got an Intimidator on gold as well, which I don't believe that Jeremy Lin has. Or does he have it on Hall of Fame? Oh, no, he does have it on gold. So they both do have that badge. 6 foot tall is the only drawback of CP3. Height is still very important. If you have someone 6 foot, Everyone has Ben Simmons. If you come up against Ben Simmons, you're going to stand absolutely no chance. So 3-inch height difference right there. In terms of the stats, post-game, obviously pretty irrelevant. Driving layup is both incredible on both cards. 3-pointer +6. Driving dunk goes to Jeremy Lin. Passing is a little better. Defensively +10s is nice. And then speed is boosted a little bit. Is it worth paying 50k for the upgrade? Having a look at this, probably not in my opinion. He is a fantastic card, but I do not think it is worth it. When we have a look at the other two cards that came out today, yesterday, Kawhi still selling for 300k, and then Giannis coming in at 300k as well. So really expensive for those cards, but of course they are fantastic. And let's just take a look at the price of the Pink Diamond Kawhi. He is at 90k still. Wow, okay, so I did think he'd come down quite a lot more because of the new Pink Diamond, but I think people realise just how good this card is, that it shouldn't really affect the price too much. Let's go for Spotlight Jeremy Lin. Let's have a look here. So yeah, there's hardly any for under 100k now. His price has gone up quickly. And we compare him to, who are we going to compare him to? We'll compare him to Hedo Turkoglu, who is at the backup small forward position. And in terms of the stats, actually all goes to Hedo Turkoglu. That is insane. Defensively, of course, goes to Kawhi, and speed a little bit to Kawhi as well. Badges though, 16 Hall of Fame to 5. I don't think it's worth paying that much. I mean, we have a look at my squad now. Of course, we have just lost Shaq down there in the backup centre position. So we will go ahead and put back in Moses Malone, which is a little bit of a problem. And this is why I'm looking at Hakeem, because now we've got two centres that are 6'10", which can be a problem. If we come up against Yao, it is not going to be a fun day at the office. But yesterday, in those 5 games of Triple Threat Offline that I played, I actually used each of these cards for a single game to see who had the best animations and who I was liking the most. So I actually think Buddy Hield has the best animations in terms of his crossover and behind the back. He was really nice. All 5 of them, absolutely incredible at attacking the rim. They are so athletic and their dunk packages are so good. It was actually a lot of fun to play with these cards. I would say Derrick Jones Jr. has the best dunk package out of the lot of them. He was throwing down some ridiculous 360s, so he is awesome. Bam doesn't feel as fast as his card would suggest, in my opinion. 86 speed with 78 speed with ball, along with 86 ball handling. He should feel nice and quick, but he does feel a little bit sluggish on the ball, but that probably just goes down to his player model and the fact he is 6'10", because even Giannis can feel a little bit sluggish at times, even though his ball control is obviously ridiculously through the roof. So a centre is definitely on the shopping list, and the thing is, other than Hakeem, there's not really anybody out there who is fantastic. So the first one here is selling for 150k. Is that a 3-point shoe on it? It's not. It's a mid-range, ball control and block and speed. It's not bad. It's not a bad shoe, to be fair, but I don't really want to pay 162k. If I can get one for tomorrow by 150k, I will definitely do that. But yeah, if you're talking about elite centres that could do everything, a little bit of offense and defense, you're looking at people like Bill Russell, Bam Adebayo, obviously, Hakeem, David Robinson, and that is pretty much it. Shaq was fantastic for the defensive abilities, but offensively, it obviously gives absolutely nothing. So he would get exposed if you come up against someone who knows what they're doing. So I think Hakeem can be that step up, and of course, so can David Robinson. But even he comes now with drawbacks. I think he still does have the gold steady shooter badge on him, which he does, which they haven't given that badge to a player in so long. Even 2K have realised what a bad idea it was having that card or that badge in the game. And it's so dumb that you don't want a badge on a player. But the fact that they've made that badge in the first place, it just baffles me. But yeah, we definitely are going to want to pick up David Robinson when they eventually update the token market for the second time. And I imagine this will all update as well, because these have been in here for quite some time. And I don't think anybody, and nobody should be, spending their tokens on that is for sure. So let's get into some comments from yesterday's video, because there's just not much going on in 2K at the moment, is there? And it is really sad to see. But anyway, let's jump into some comments. EK says, what should I do with my Galaxy Opal Vince Carter? Should I sell or keep? I definitely do think he is going to go up in price. So the All-Star packs should be going out of packs now. Wait, they've been extended another 2 days? Oh, I'm sure that said yesterday that they were expiring today. Okay, so they're still in packs today, even though they don't have a time of expiration now. So I honestly do think that 2K have just forgotten to staff this game at all lately. So you've got the Vince Carter. He is selling for about 250k. I definitely think he's going to go up. Surely he's got to go up. I mean, it is Vince Carter with 37 Hall of Fame badges. Like, it is a ridiculous card. I reckon he could go up to 3, maybe even 400k if things go, if they keep dropping cards that aren't as overpowered as the ones that they've been dropping. These diamond cards that we've got over All-Star Weekend are ridiculous. I actually looked back to last year's diamond cards. So for the winners of the 3-point, the dunk, and the skills challenge, so I believe that was Jason Tatum, who was it? Hamidou Diallo and who was the other one? Joe Harris. There we go. My memory is there somewhere. All three of those cards didn't have more than 5 Hall of Fame badges in them. I think collectively they would have had like under 15. And then we've got Miles Bridges with 24, Derek Jones Jr. with 20, Bam Adebayo with 25, and Aaron Gordon with 26, with Buddy Hield with 28. So it just goes to show how far they're accelerating the game this year, and it's really not a good look, and it really worries me about where this game is going to go in the next couple of weeks. But yeah, back to your question, because I don't know how I segued off of that, but back to your question, I would say hold on to him for the time being. All right, next up, Peter says, buy Hakeem, I just got him for 110k, so if I can get it for that price, I'll be ecstatic. I don't think I'm going to be able to at this point, but he's definitely on my shopping list. Next up, Davis Everingham says, I need another good cheap wing, who should I get? Diamond Donovan Mitchell, Diamond, who are we talking about? Who did I just buy? Diamond Buddy Hield. I didn't buy him, but he is a fantastic card. Amethyst Lance Stevenson, Amethyst Landry Fields, all fantastic cards that could make your team. JJJ Jono says, why buy the All-Star cards now? Don't you think they will go down? So I actually thought they would go up. I thought people would clock on to how cheap they are. And again, these don't have expiration time, so I think they were meant to expire today, which is why I picked them up yesterday. But yeah, I reckon they will go back up in price. Miles Bridges is such a good card. 15,000 MT for him is an absolute steal. Bam Adebayo, an unreal centre. Derek Jones Jr., again, fantastic. Buddy Hield, one of the best shooters in the game. Aaron Gordon, maybe lost a little bit on him, but still a fantastic card. And then from the other set, we had Chauncey Billups and Steve Nash, who I definitely do think are going to go up in price now that they are already out of packs. All right, next up, the BLK Spidey. JD, I sold some of my players to invest in Steve Nash's and Chauncey Billups. What players are good to pick up? I need 2 shooting guards or small forwards that can run shooting guard and a centre or power forward. Any options? I would say, obviously, if you don't have much MT, and you're going to want to go with people like the Amethyst Lance Stevenson, Amethyst Terrence Davis. They are fantastic cards. At the centre position, Amethyst Miles Turner, Amethyst Shaq, both awesome. Amethyst Keith Van Horn as well for the power forward position, a very good card. And then Diamond Hidu Turkoglu is dirt cheap, and you can get him for the power forward position as well. So plenty of options out there. Next up, Jackson says, Pink Diamond DeMar or Pink Diamond Buddy Hield. Definitely Pink Diamond Buddy Hield. We can compare the two right here, but I think there's not going to really be much competition. So we will compare him to the Evo'd up DeMar DeRozan. That is Brandon Roy. We don't want him. We want... wait, what? Okay, yeah, no. Buddy Hield is a power forward, isn't he? That's so annoying. But yeah, DeMar DeRozan is a fantastic card, but I think Buddy Hield is just that much better. Buddy Hield has 28 Hall of Fame badges compared to 11. So yeah, definitely go with Buddy if you have the MT to do so. All right, next up, Drew Gardner. JD, what do you think is the best shooting guard for under 15k? I already have the Donovan Mitchell and Terrence Davis, but I need another shooting guard for either backup or starting position. Lance Stevenson, without a doubt. The card is absolutely fantastic. All right, next up, Saruha says, do I sell Magic for enough to buy LeBron, or should I keep Magic, meaning I can save my diamond contract investments, which I have 10 of? So let's take a look at the prices of those two guys. We've got the glitch LeBron, nearly 500k still. Wow, he has kept his value. Magic Johnson did come down significantly. I think he was down under 200k. He's now risen again to be over 200k. So I would say keep with Magic, to be fair. Magic is still a fantastic card. LeBron is obviously a cut above. But you know what, you're probably not worth taking the hit on losing the tax. If you sell a card for that much MT, you're going to be losing 20, 30, 40k maybe, depending if you actually get the same amount that you paid for him back. So I would say hold on to him and keep hold of your investments for the time being. All right, next up, Sponge Boy. Who's the best card for 50,000 MT? And it's got to be one of these new guys. Miles Bridges is under 50k, so is Derek Jones Jr., Buddy Hield is getting there as well. Steve Nash, under 50k, absolute bargain. Same with Chauncey Billups. Same with people like Walt Frazier, a fantastic point guard. There are just so many cards that are so cheap that are so good this year, it is hard to keep up. Next up, Xenotic says, love the vids and thanks for responding to all the comments. You are most welcome. I haven't done any of the Spotlight 2 challenges, but I'm doing the Kareem one for Giannis right now. And when I'm done, what should I use my MT for? Spotlight 3 or do the other Spotlight 2? There's no real point in doing the other Spotlight 2 sets, to be honest. They are so much work and the rewards you get are not worth it at this point of the game. As you can see, only Giannis is in my main squad. Obviously, Brandon Roy is, but only Giannis as a reward from one single set. So I would say get that Giannis and then just stop. And as for Spotlight Series 3, it hasn't been confirmed. I really hope they are going to do a Spotlight Series 3. They better do, otherwise this game is going to die out very quickly. But yeah, save a little bit of MT for that. Don't go ahead and spend it all. All right, next up, Mingzi says, I'm kind of new to my team. How can you tell if someone can speed boost by looking at their stats? So they need to have 86 or higher ball control. And of course, if it is lower than 86, if it's like 82 or something, then coaches can boost it. So we come over here and you can see that ball handling gets boosted by 4 with my coach. And of course, you can put a shoe on them as well to get them up to that 86 amount. Next up, Dr. Phil says, I feel like they are done with spotlights because they didn't probably make as much money from them since the cards were recycled by people that did the challenges. Plus, the game really has turned pay to win in the last week. What's your thoughts? I definitely agree with that. The first half of the game, it was all about grinding. It was about doing evos. It was about doing the challenges. And now it's just like there's players in packs. You need MT to buy them or to pay VC to get them in packs. So it really does suck. And like you say, they've obviously now they've dropped a new Giannis. There have been other cards that have been updated from the Spotlight set. So if we look at Spotlight Series 1, this set is completely useless right now. And the Diamond Magic Johnson, completely useless. Spotlight set 2, Giannis is, of course, great, but we have got a better version. And now these other ones, like, there's nothing to really write home about. Blake Griffin, replace him with the Pink Diamond Porzingis. Stephen Marbury, Pink Diamond Steve Nash for dirt cheap. Rick Barry's not even a very good card anyway. Richard Jefferson in there as well. But compare these guys to the Diamond cards we just got from All-Star Weekend. It's not even a comparison. So it is such a shame. And yeah, I definitely think the game has gone away from actually grinding and actually playing, which really does suck. Archer Constantus says, hey JD, love the vids. I have 300k. Who should I buy? If you want to blow it on one player, I'd say go for Hakeem because he is really cheap and he's one of the best centres in the game still. And I definitely think he could go back up. But you could also pick up a Galaxy Opal Vince because, again, I think he will go up in price in the next couple of weeks. So we're going into the final couple of comments now. Antonio says, for how much and when should I sell Steve Nash? Love the vids. Thank you very much, Antonio. So I bought mine for like 15k, I think-ish. I'm not going to sell him until he gets at least to 20k, probably to 25k. I reckon this card is going to hit. It's going to take a couple of weeks without a doubt, but if you're just patient and sit on them, their price should definitely go up. Grayson Welton says, should I pay 120k for Aaron Gordon and run him and Giannis as my forwards with Bam at centre? I think that's going to be a very good idea. It's very similar to what I've got at the moment. It's going to be a very athletic lineup and you're going to have a lot of fun with it. That is for sure. So not a bad idea at all. And then Grayson comes in with another comment saying, hey JD, I just bought 4 Miles Bridges for 16k a piece. Should I keep them and wait to sell him for a bit more or sell back now for around 18k? What do you think his price will be after the packs are gone? So similar to what I've done, I've invested in him as well. I can easily see this card hitting 25k. Easily. It is so damn good. I don't understand for the life of me how it is so cheap. It can do literally everything. Incredible driving, great shooting, great defending at all positions as well. Interior D's there and great speed. It is so good with 24 Hall of Fame badges. You just can't get much better than that. So his price is definitely going to go up in the new future. And Vemix has a similar question about the Steve Nash. So again, I think he's going to rise in value in the next couple of weeks. And then the final comment of the day, Ben Shaughnessy says, kind of new to the game, but is Diamond Magic Johnson worth it? Absolutely not. Don't even think about going for that Diamond Magic Johnson. You have to play 85 challenge games, I believe, because each set of these is 17 challenges each, and all of these cards are completely irrelevant anyway. Don't get Magic. You can get so many players off the auction house for better. You can get the locker code Ben Simmons, who is better than him. Obviously, he can't play the point guard position, but it is a very similar player. But yeah, no, pick anyone off the auction house. Do not put yourself through the torture of doing all the Spotlight 1 series challenges, that's for sure. So that's going to be it for today's video, guys. Hopefully 2K does something and just wakes up a little bit by tomorrow, but if not, I'm going to keep an eye on Pink Diamond Hakeem and try and fit him into the squad at some point. So that's going to be it for today's video. As usual, please like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Peace.